Hello. Welcome to yet another live modeling session with Thangys, the only Thangys. This is Jimmy, the beautiful character of ours that we are working on. In the last episode, we did model the torso, or kind of a body, and so today we're gonna actually be modeling this, and we'll be using that for creating a shirt. So this is the end result, and let's proceed. So again, I am challenging myself to make a shirt with kind of a tuxedo. We'll see how it goes. I can't promise it's gonna be a tuxedo, but I thought that it would be really fun to kind of experiment a little bit and not, always just going for the things that you're comfortable with. So that's also the reason. So just to remind you, this is actually a session towards creating an NFT collection. So first we always need to kind of build the characters and then create traits that would then those characters would have. So let's create a shirt today. That's I think what I had in mind. So first of all, this is the torso. That's just a naked body, or will be the naked body, and that's where we're gonna be putting the clothes. So let me see if we can work with the mesh that we already have, and I guess, well, okay, yeah, let's try to not use that, and we'll just improvise again. So actually at this time we're gonna have our first trait collection. It's gonna be called attribute. We just floats, yeah. So yes, if some of you are following the channel for some time, you know that this attribute thingy with the underscore is very important for the Raptor. But anyway, so having that selected, Shift A and add a circle. Again, we will always go the simplest way, the most dumb way, you would say. At least, in comparison to other Blender gurus, or the Blender guru itself, or himself, I mean. So let's, number 3, side view G, Z, and let's move it down. So I guess that this is the place for the perfect shirt. Okay, I tap into the edit mode with just tap. And now everything is selected, but if it's not, just press A on the keyboard, then S and scale it down. And by the way, you probably just realized that there is no music, and today we are going for alternative hip-hop, at least that's how they call it on Epidemic Sound. So let's roll in the music, because that's what we always like. I guess it's also nice to hear some music if you don't like my voice. So I am having the X-ray here, which allows me to select the vertices that are just like that. Sorry, we're gonna delete them. The idea here is to use the array modifier, which will help us a lot, so we don't have to do the same thing on the other side as well. I'm gonna sip my Guten Abend tea, kind of German, and I just added a mirror modifier, and we'll toggle the Y and just turn off the x-axis. So now you can see that we have that on the have it mirrored. That's so cool, right? So look at this. Look what happens if we do something like this. And actually, that's a perfect idea to start with. And yeah, just grab. I think we won't be using now the toggle. Sorry, the X-ray view, I mean. And let's just number 3, and let's grab that first vertex there with the G, and we can just move it to any position that we want. So I guess something around here would be already cool. I like that. Would be a perfect start for the shirt, right? But at the same time, I also realized, let's just control back, Control Z, and just select everything, and let's see what happens if we just do the extrusion. So E, Z, and let's move it down like this. Okay, maybe to around this position. Nice color, by the way. Tap out. Number 1, we also would like to probably move our shirt so it's kind of in a reasonable place surrounding the neck, right? So that's what I forgot to do. Let's also tap to edit mode, A, and now we probably would also want to scale it down, right? So it would just be around the neck. tab G Z, and now you can see that we are having some problems here, which obviously were created by me forcing the whole scaling. But I'm in the edit mode. Let's just fix that with G Y, I guess, and let's just move it so it's connected together like that. So again, we are safe. Okay, so at this point we can kind of just try to like see the color of that shirt. So I guess this is all really a lot of guessing, by the way. So I'm just gonna extrude now again, all the vertices in the bottom part, that, and now I just move it perfectly down like this. And oh, you can see this actually happens if you don't have the X-ray view on, so I'm sorry for that mistake. Just kind of being a little tired probably. Okay, so again, select that, E. Okay, that's just what we wanted. Okay, so just, and from this point and on, we want to probably continue with the rest of the shirt. But I guess that the shirt is very special in its color, so let's fix that first. Let me see. Okay, let's just play again with this view here. What happens if we move this one just to the side? Okay, it's kind of cool, and let's do that then. Let's move all those. Okay, this square, G, Y, and let's just move it to the side. Also take this one, G, Y, and to the side. Okay, tab out and let's make it smooth. Okay, just right click on that, shade smooth, and we will also try to, I'm not sure if this is necessary, but that's the subdivision surface modifier. So yeah, this is already kind of nice Asian sort of shirt color, right? I like that, or at least that's, yeah, it's those monks usually have those, you know, those kind of shirts, or I don't know how it's called, but okay, I really like this. But we will probably today go for a more traditional shirt, so and also kind of extravagant one, I guess. So let me see. Okay, so let's Control Shift Alt and click on this edge here, and let's try to do Alt E, and let's just extrude the edges. Okay, so look at this. Does that look like a shirt? Yeah, it does, but it's horrible. So we will just try to extrude it in a way that probably, okay, this is what happens if you press too much of the E on those vertices. Now we're just deleting the vertices. Okay, finally delete all of them. Okay, sorry for this here, guys. So let's I just need to think a little bit. You probably have the idea already how to do that, but as you can see, it's not that always straightforward, even for someone like me, right? Super experienced, okay, designer, NFT creator. Okay, so I'm gonna select those vertices here, G, Z. Let's move them up like this. Now we're gonna scale it so it will get to the side like that. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Now let's select those again, this loop here without shift clicking on the edges here. And I guess at this time you can E, just click. Now we extruded those vertices here. Now let's press scale for scaling, right? So this way we scale it, and let's scale it first in the y-axis, and then we're gonna scale it in the x-axis, just like that. Okay, so you can see that some of those will probably be needed to be fixed, and so let's do it straight away. G, let's just move it back. Okay. Okay, so this is totally failing. I thought that would be the way, so I just Control Z everything. Okay, so I think something that would be maybe more obvious and easier to work with. Let me see. I'm really struggling today. Sometimes when you just sort of open it and think that it's gonna be easy, it does not. It doesn't become that easy. Okay, so I think let's try this one more time, okay? Okay, so let's select those vertices there with the shift click, and now we're just gonna move them in the z-axis like that. And now I guess it's not gonna be scaling because that broke the whole thing last time, right? So I guess we'll just move it. So G, Y, and let's just move it to the side like that. Okay. Is this something that we can work with? Yes, probably yes. Okay, now let's play with those vertices here. Let's go to 7 and toggle the X-ray view here. And now let's just move those vertices so they would be in the front of our shirt. Okay, we also move some on the bottom, but that's not important. Okay, this is something we can work with finally. Okay, so 7. Now I know that those ones on the edges are the ones that are outside, right? This is the one in the bottom, I guess, or some of it. Okay, we don't want to move this one. So let's. Sometimes it's a lot of struggling, but we can see that we can do that. G, X, and let's just move it out like this. Like this one as well as this one, and we are just dragging those out with G and X. So it's just okay. That's cool. See, we just have to persist. Okay, let's also fix the back of it, but these are actually kind of okay position. So control 3, and now let's just G, Y, and Y, and let's just move those vertices. Okay, I mean there was actually only one. We can also take that vertex, G, X, and just move it kind of backwards. You can see that now the shirt is kind of getting rounded, right? Or at least that's color G, X. Sorry, just this one. I'm so glad that it worked out because I wanted to give up and start the recording again, but you know that's what we don't do. We are artists, right? This is just pure art. Okay. Okay, so let's shift alt and click on that. Let's try to move G, Z up a little bit like that. It's now okay. This is already something that I like. It wasn't probably that hard to make. I don't know how come it was so challenging. Okay, if you add the subdivision surface, you can see that this is really interesting. I like this. Okay, so this is something really cool. And let's also select the ones. Now let's select the edge. The loop here on the bottom, and let's scale it. Okay, this is not what we want. I guess we'll just okay. Let's go with the X-ray view. Select only those vertices, and this one we'll just leave. And let's just scale it this way, G, Y, and let's just move it more towards the neck of ours. Let's select those vertices here. Okay, again without the first one here, G. Okay, so this is a badass color for our shirt, isn't it? Okay, perfect. So from this point on, what we can easily do would be just copy the torso. So that's what we actually gonna do. Shift D. That's how you copy the things with Shift D. Let's name it this shirt. And let's move that to our clothes attribute. So this shirt right now, obviously, if you just move it up, G, Z, and up, it becomes a part of our shirt. But this would be probably way too easy, right? Wouldn't? Yeah, so this is just a shirt, and the way to work with it would be having selected, and now let's just apply all the modifiers. Voila, so this is the shirt of ours. Let's select everything in the edit mode, of course, and just scale it out. And so this would be the start for our shirt, I guess. And now let's Yep, this is it. Because the bottom body, that now it's actually kind of the same, but obviously you could play again with you know, the shoulders here and etc, etc. But this is the start of ours. Let's go with this color and add the solidify modifier, and let's give it a little bit of a thickness, or you know, volume, I would say. And let's okay, that's a lot, right? Isn't it? Let's give it a 0.05. Okay, that was still a lot. So maybe it's 0.005. Okay. What happens if you get more? Okay, let's get more smooth. Okay, I guess this is something that we can work with, and let's fix also the shirt. Okay, so we're gonna turn this off, and now let's fix the shirt in the from the side view G, X, and let's just move it inwards like that. I guess we forgot to do that. Okay. So this is kind of, yeah, like this. Let's try to extrude this bottom. Let's try to do that. XE and just grab it like that. Now just scale it. Okay. Just wanted to test it out if we can sort of make it, you know, connect it. But I guess that would be kind of challenging. But let's see. This is. Okay, see. Okay, we definitely don't want to do that. But we tried, okay. So I guess that the easiest way would be just, you know, end the shirt here with adding another mesh as I did before. So here you go. Now let's add the tuxedo. Again, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I have just 7 minutes to do so, so let me just think how this can be done. Okay, I will start with a... Let's start with a plane. G, X. Okay, so let's go to the side. Okay, tab. No, first I will just move it to the middle of that neck. Now we tab to the edit mode, scale, X, and just scale it down like that. Okay, again in this angle as Y, and just try to have it maybe in the sort of same width as the body. Now I will just thinking if we should make it again with this, but I guess okay, let's do that. So I just made a cup with Ctrl R in the middle, and I'm gonna go and select those two vertices, delete it. Now let's add again the mirror modifier. Y, we did it before, so that should be easy. I'm gonna add a cut here with Ctrl R again, then we will select with the X-ray view those vertices, and let's just drag them G and down, so this way we kind of mapped out, right, the shoulders. Now I'm gonna go with, just move it so it's kind of both touching the body kind of. Now we're gonna extrude those again. Select it, just press E and then just move it down like this. At this point, if we actually will use another modifier like the bevel or something, you can see that it's just gonna smoothen. So this now resembles a cloak. So we definitely also need to fix it in the front, and let's try to do that. Okay, 7. No, not 7. That was too fast. Okay, so just Shift Alt and click on this edge here, or maybe the vertex. Let's see if we will get something selected. Yes, we did. Now let's press E. Drag it in the X-axis like this, maybe like this. Now let's, and we can scale it down with S. Obviously we'll play with that later. And the tuxedo actually goes, okay, so these 2 points, yeah, we need to make a sort of a neck here, so okay, we'll fix that for sure. So let's select those 2, G, Y, and let's just take them out like this. Okay, so far we will just keep it like this, and we'll focus on the front part of the tuxedo. Okay, so now let's move this one. Okay, G. Okay, so I guess we will work from this point here. Let's also move this one and this one like that. This one we can just drag down immediately. And side view, select everything here, G, let's move it towards the body, like that. I really like this, already do like that. Okay, just as an example, what happens if we add a subdivision surface? Okay, cool, it's like an armor. Okay, this will definitely work. I'm kind of positive about it. So, but we don't have that much time, so let's speed it up. No, we don't need second modifier. So now let's just select again all of them. Extrude, and now let's just scale it like this, and then move it. Yeah, let's move it somewhere here. 1, G, X, and yeah, take it out. So I guess that this would be kind of that, and now we can just play easily with how much we want that tuxedo to be open, right? But again, what we would probably do would be just dragging all those here to the bottom. I like the chill music, but I don't really feel that chilled now, and it's not that easy to create this. Okay, what happens if we use and play with a little bit with the bevel modifier? Okay, so it was too much. We can also increase the segments to make it more smooth, but essentially I think that the subdivision surface is the one. Okay. Do we need this bevel modifier? No, we don't. Okay. Let's go with, okay, oh, this one here is kind of being outplaced. So let's just, number 1, select all those and G. Okay. Let me see how we show. Okay, so at this point here, we definitely need a cut here. So let's make a cut. Maybe, yeah, more. Let's just take these 2 and let's just G. Let's extrude it in the Y-axis. Okay, it was too much. Sorry, GY. Okay, and now we are just finishing that neck there. Again, let's take those 2. Extrude it. GY. Okay. Okay, so I guess tuxedo will be okay. So we have 5 minutes to make it, so okay. Okay, I liked it. I like that. I do like it. It's one of those tuxedos that have this, you know, this sort of shoulder filaments. Okay, so from here and on, we definitely need to do something about this here, right? The color. I think we'll add that later on in the second layer. So let's just increase the subdivision surface here to make it smooth. We can also tap out and click on shade smooth. So this is the base for our tuxedo, and now we definitely need to fix that color. So I'm sorry for extending this, but I would like to finish it. So let's go with a plane again. This time it's gonna be a little bit more fun, hopefully. Shift. So as you can see, I think I accidentally moved my cursor. So let's just shift S and make the cursor toward origin. Now we can add a plane. G, move it down. And now let's think of the same. Okay. Let's just scale it. Tab to the edit mode. I hope that by now you are getting the whole process of me just moving the vertices. And here, let's again just go to the side wheel, extrude it out, and then let's just G it down. Okay, G. Okay, so I guess this would be a very kind of a simple one. Okay, let's add a subdivision surface modifier just to see how it looks. I'm always using that modifier, by the way. Okay. If you increase the viewport, it's gonna be more rounded. That's cool. Yeah, let's also add a solidify here, so we would get a little bit of the volume, so you would see that it's kind of thick. Let's also do that with this one here. Solidify, cool. And I guess that we need to position it in a way so it would. Okay. Toggle the X-ray view, and now let's move it so it would touch our tuxedo actually, right? Okay, if we are not able to do so, we need to add another loop, so let's Control R, make one in there, like here, to further play with the curvy. Okay, look at that. Okay, this is I guess cool. And now let's see how it looks. Again, X-ray view, now we need to extrude those two. Just extrude them back. X. Like that, cool. Okay. 7. G, now let's just make this one like that, so it's kind of rounded, and now in here we can again play with this, so it's gonna be around the color of our shirt, right, like that. You see how it's working. So the further we take it, now it's kind of cool. Let's fix it here as well. G, Y, and okay. So took a little bit more time than I thought it would. Let's shade it smooth. Cool. And let's also copy it again. Oh, we also need to switch those, I guess. Yes, we want the solidify first and then the subdivision. Now let's add the mirror modifier. It's gonna be in the y-axis. The music is really kind of trippy right now. I like it. And let's take. I don't know what the neckwood can be. That's good. Okay. So yeah, kind of satisfied with this. Of course. Let's see if we can make it less edgy here. Yeah, like that. Just set it on the loop. Now we can move this one more to that. Select those G. Okay. And I guess that's one way to fix this would be, okay, we don't add that shirt to have, I don't know, this actually, we can just move this inwards, so it will be hidden. Cool. Yeah, so we can add way more details, but yeah, this is a simple tuxedo with a shirt. We did it, but just a few minutes later. Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the only thing that really bothers me here is that it's kind of transparent on the other side, so yeah, just did the one side of the thing, but that won't be a problem. Let's take the, I think it would be nice to have that shirt there, so sorry, the tuxedo has to be full here, so let me see what we can do with it. I guess we'll just be taking that loop here with the shift alt click on those, and now we can just again, I just did E and then left click, and now we just scale it down, but at this time Control 3, we can just move those vertices like this. Okay, nothing really crazy. Then totally this view, select those here. Right, those are the ones that we just extruded. Do this front view with number 1, GX, and let's just move it out. Okay, cool. We basically did what we did before, and now let's finish the tuxedo from the back, right? So it shouldn't be a problem. Let's select those here. Sorry, like that. E and then just extrude it. Okay. So yeah, we left the back a little bit messy, but what is important is the front, because that's where everything is. And now let's see. Okay. Look at our beautiful Jimmy with his first clothes on. I love it. I totally love it. So I really hope that you enjoyed the tutorial today. It's been a lot of struggle, obviously, but I am really glad that you stay with me up until to this point. And yeah, I will be looking forward to see you in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching, and Thang is